Hello and welcome back to Subnautica. I'm Vic, and you're watching yet another Let's Play channel. And, yeah, I think this is where we left off. Still need to find the last ingredient for the hatching enzymes. And I'm pretty sure I'm not going to find it here. In fact, I think I might want to put that mission off for a little bit. But let's come back to that after I get myself out of this uncomfortable situation. Because the endless roaring and the occasional biting can be a little distracting. You know what I mean? And I will talk about the other mission when this situation is appropriate. You know, I might as well just talk about the mission. I've been having a lovely chat with you know, I've never actually tried to pronounce it. I assume it's Artemis in the comments. And Artemis had what I think is a really good idea for something to play with, although it might not have been intended as such. The suggestion was that I check out torpedoes, because I was kind of down on them in an earlier episode, but it's been a long time since I messed with them, and I think that's a great idea, but it's not a complete idea. Does that make sense? I don't think I've been going toward the right beacon, but I also don't know where the correct beacon is. How could I be so lost? It's got to be that one. Yeah. So the full mission is going to be war. There are, as the tablet has pointed out to us, not many weapons available. And if I remember the torpedoes correctly, they are not very powerful weapons, but they are distinctly weapon-like. However, there are a few other things that are weapon-like that we can play with, and I even have an idea for an improvised weapon that I'm not sure I've seen anybody try before. So since I'm not sure where the last ingredient for the hatching enzymes is, and also because I think that playing with weapons will be more fun when the warpers still hate me, I'm gonna head back to the Cyclops. I'm gonna plant the things that I have access to. I'm gonna set the cuttlefish loose with the Empress so that she has some company while I'm distracted. And then I'm gonna go on another construction spree. That actually works pretty well, doesn't it? So what do you think of that for a plan? And obviously, I'm sort of hinting that, yeah, I'm going to take some shots at warpers, but I think that's probably not going to be my only target. Hadn't really thought about that orientation before. Yeah, so because none of these things are particularly weapony weapons, I don't think it's a good idea to just go straight to war with a Reaper Leviathan. But, you know, we could go and find some of those bone sharks or the zappy assholes. And, this isn't actually where I came from, is it? But it's close. See how things work out on them, and then if we're feeling feisty, maybe we could upgrade to a Reaper. And I'm pretty sure I know how that ends, because most people seem to agree that, in fact, the most efficient way to fight the Reapers is just with the stasis rifle and the knife. But I do believe in doing the science. So that's what I am going to do. And this is where I came in. Yeah. I mined up that titanium so that I'll have a place to make planters for the ingredients that I've got. She's just hanging out there. I would have hoped that she would be a little more active, but can't really blame her for being tired. She's like 2,200 years old or something. Where do I go from here? Oh, I need to go up, right. You know, since I'm here, I did have an idea that the thing might be around here somewhere. So let's have a little look. If it's not obviously here, that's probably because it's in one of these crevasses. And I might have just spotted it. Yep, there it is. Alright, well, I'm still not going to make the enzyme right now. Because I don't think that would be fun. I already scanned it. That's embarrassing. Have I... Gabe's feather? Cave bush? I've probably got a massive one of those going on right now, since I don't seem to have been able to make any shaving equipment, and I sure as hell wouldn't do it with a razor, you know what I mean? I mean a dagger. A dagger for a razor.
Plant life in this area is growing outside its normal conditions. Other life forms fertilizing and pruning the vegetation may be offsetting this environmental deficit.
Alright, that's cool and all, but why is there an ion cube down here? Oh. How do I get out of here? How did I get in here? Where did I come from, and where do I go? Ah, you know, these must be the pipes that flow the water, right? To the vents? They might also be power conduits. They could well be both. I kind of want to know how many more ion cubes are just lying around down there. But that is off mission. Alright, I was gonna make a break for the top, but then I remembered that I still have a cuttlefish to deploy. So, hey, lady. Still working on the enzyme thing. Never you mind that whole situation. But, let me just introduce you to this little guy. Where'd you go, guy? Hey, come here. I need to tell you to stay put. I think I told him. Good. Now you just play with the big friendly lady, and I will be back. Cool.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
And don't get eaten by anything, because boy, would that upset somebody for sure. Can I make it on one shot? I can. Nice. Okay, so, yes. Going back to the Cyclops. I do appreciate that they at least made the jump jets departing the water reasonably effective. I continue to be bummed that it's not more capable in air, but that's a relatively small complaint. And I'm actually going to resist the ion cubes this time. I know. But I am on a mission. You know, I wonder, has anybody ever come out here looking for their Cyclops and just found it, like, in pieces on the ocean floor? Have I scanned one of those guys? I have not. No, come here. Thank you. I am boiling alive. Fortunately, I am boiling slowly. Okay.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Alright, so how'd I do on titanium? I got 13. Now what kind of... I can't use an exterior grow bed, can I? Now, a big interior grow bed would cost me only 4, but it would cost me a lot of floor space. And I don't really care for that. So I kind of like the chic pot. I'm just going to do a little bit of that. There we go. And how about a little bit of that? Of course, it doesn't grow in air. Alright, well, that was a dumb idea. Good job, Vic. I will just have to plant these things at Tranquility Base when I pass through. That'll be fine. And the one that's rotten, it'll be easy enough to get another one of, so I'm not going to stress that too much either. And we'll put specimens in this guy so they can all be together. Isn't that sweet? Why are the lights green? Oh, the batteries must have caught up after recharging the prawn suit. I've had that quandary before, haven't I? I probably have. Oh, I should put those tablets away, too. And also not run with a knife. Nope, not that one. There we go. Still full. Fine. Now we're ready to go. Tranquility Base. Let us proceed.
Engine powering up. Rig for Cylon running. Ahead slow.
And definitely don't go ahead regular. Oh, look at that. He's close. So I believe by veering off to the right here, I was able to get to the more desirable way down. So I'm going to go for that. Assuming our very large friend here is cooperative. Man, that big long tentacle is just coming straight out of the center, isn't it? It's like he's pooping it. This is the way I went, isn't it? I probably just went around this corner here like he did. Assuming that it is a corner. It's looking rather uncorner-like. So he just cheated and went through the wall. Alright, you just continue to eat the small stuff over there. That works for me. Imagine the currents that he must leave in his wake. That would be really uncomfortable for my little submarine, if it was a problem I actually had to deal with. But you know, all things considered, he's been pretty chill. Alright. And this, I believe, is the hole to which I am accustomed. A little more navigable than that other tighter hole. And here we are. Oh! Here we are in Problem Land. Well, I'll tell you what, buddy, I'm just gonna go this way, and, you enjoy. You know, I think I remember reading that the Ghost's Leviathan is blind. I don't remember reading any such thing. Oh no, it's the Reaper that's blind. I don't know about the ghost. The dragon sure looks to have eyes, doesn't he? But maybe those glowy spots are not visual sensors. Maybe they serve some other purpose. The ambiance right now is sort of reminding me of Death Mountain from Ocarina of Time. I'm pretty sure that's what it is I'm thinking of. So it's not like the weird chanting thing from the Fire Temple itself, but it is definitely a fire-flavored ambiance. And here is our route.
The head standard.
I'm going to go ahead and take a little risk here. We haven't heard any dragon yelling in a while. Well, I guess I've answered the question that I probably haven't put to words, which was, are there actually two dragons or just one that occasionally moves back and forth? But the one that we saw down below definitely did not get ahead of me just like that. I'm pretty convinced, anyway. I'm just gonna leave it pinging, I guess. Yeah, it doesn't really ping that much faster than I was. And it is quite dark. So I did a little bit of reading about things in between episodes, and I'm starting to think that maybe the last time I played was actually just after the Voice of the Deep update, which I believe was the early access update that completed the story But I think they did some additional tweaking after that one. This is it, isn't it? Isn't it? It doesn't look very it-ish, does it? What have I done? Oh, did I just make a wrong turn? Yeah, there's where I'm looking for. All right. Here we go. You know, one of the things that would be very reasonable for a place like an active lava zone would be that the terrain occasionally isn't the way you left it. I'm really glad that they did not do that to me. I know the other place that they probably considered doing it, well, the other place that they must have considered doing it was in the twisty bridges in Below Zero, because those are actually like explicitly described as being constantly changing, and that I think would have been fun. It probably also would have been upsetting and confusing, but I think it would have been an interesting mechanic. I think ultimately this engine just isn't that sophisticated, which is probably why they didn't do it. And I have to wonder, given that there is a Subnautica 3 on the way, whether they plan on just making some minimal extensions to the engine, or whether they have something more involved planned. Suppose we'll find out soon enough. Alright, that should do it. Yeah, I guess I can leave the engines running. I should have plenty of power here. So we'll take this with us. Yeah, we'll take this with us. We'll plant it. And we'll also... I'll come back for that crap. I'll leave the prawn suit too. Except I don't need to... I need to not leave all that crap. Because I do need 4 titanium. Unfortunately, there aren't any decorative planters for the outside. Alright. Oh, I see my friend still uneaten by that stalker, so that's good. Nope. There we go. And because I am rigidly rectilinear, and oh, can I not plant fungal sample? How annoying.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Alright, don't let me forget that fungal sample is in here now. I'm sure you won't. I'm going to leave it on the to-do list because otherwise I might forget to eventually get cured of Kara. You know how it goes. And I noticed that there are no alien eggs on the scanner. So, does that mean everybody's all bred up to full capacity? Those guys are a very strange design. How did they come up with that? I find the single large on-top eyeball upsetting, and I can't put my finger on why. Still got one more friend there. What was my plan for you? Oh, you go to Alpha Base. That's right. And, maybe I just turned off the alien egg scanner. So these guys are interesting. They are one of only 2 creatures, I think, that remain hostile even if you breed them and release them. Those guys are still working on it too. Yeah, so I must have just turned off the scanner. Maybe it got turned off when I loaded the game. I guess that would be not unreasonable. It was sort of cruel not to put any jelly shrooms in there. Alright. How is my bioreactor doing? Because I want to feed a crab squid to it. I have a feeling... Oh, you know what? It's empty. Awesome. Well, bioreactor, I have some really good news for you. Come here. How much room do you take up? That is 3 by 3, so I can only feed one to the reactor at a time. Good thing they made some more eggs before I did this. Otherwise, I might run out of crab squid. Alright, get in there. Haha. Okay, so... warfare. I need a stasis rifle. Yeah. I need a propulsion cannon. I need... Where do I find torpedoes? Find torpedoes at a modification station, and I don't have one of those down here because I haven't built a moon pool. So I guess I need a moon pool. Moon pool. Alright, I can't do that from this menu. 2 titanium ingot, 1 lubricant, 2 lead. That is very reasonable. I'm probably light on titanium. Well, let's see. Oh, look, fresh out. 2 lead. 2 lead. Thank you. 1 lube. There we go. Now, why is lubricant under the basic materials and not the advanced materials? Is it just because... Maybe I just feel like it ought to be that way because this looks to me like mineral stuff and this looks to me like processed chemical stuff. Whatever. I don't need to be nitpicking that. I need to be gathering titanium. So there will be some in the submarine. Oh, which I almost lost track of because I parked it at the wrong volcanus. Wow. And the Alt Lost River entrance beacon is stuck to my ass. So that's the bonking that I've been hearing. Well, that's just great. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. And I'm annoyed because that is the better Lost River entrance. There's some more titanium around here somewhere. Oh, there's 2 more. I only need 16. Didn't I have at least 2 more here? Yeah, I had 13. What happened to them? And then there's all this other shit that I hadn't unloaded yet. Okay. Alright, well, there's a few more. So that's not nothing. There we go. Alright. So, on that positive note, I am all out of time. So, come back and see me again tomorrow. And I will get to work on all of the stuffs that I want to build so that I can go to war. No, I'm going to do science. I'm going to do war science. Talk to you soon.